welcome to Power Up Kids Online. It's great you are here to join us again this week, especially as we start a new series of episodes called SnapShots every 2 weeks, with fun time at home each week in between. But before we look at what we've got in store for you tonight, how did you get on with your make and do activity last week at Fun Time? Here is my attempt at a paper aeroplane, which you may have seen posted on Instagram. It would be great to see your paper aeroplanes and how well they fly. Why not ask your mum, dad or carer to tag your photos to PBC Power Up on Instagram, and maybe we will be able to feature some of them in next week's Fun Time. In tonight's exciting lineup, we got JokeBot Jr. with his top 5 jokes, how to make a boat and a Lego boat challenge, a song by Go Fish Guys to sing and dance to, our first snapshot story from Jesus' life, as well as some fun activities on our website. But first, it's JokeBot Jr. with his top 5 jokes.
Hi, I'm so excited that you've come to hear my top 5 jokes. They're so funny, I nearly blew a fuse earlier today laughing. Anyway, my name's JokeBot Jr. and here are my top 5 jokes. You may notice the theme is the sea. So here is my first joke. What does a sea monster eat? Fish and chips. Why do seagulls live by the sea? Because if they lived by the bay, they'd be called bagels. Why do divers fall backwards out of the boat whilst diving? Because if they fell forward, they would land in the boat. Did you know you can make a hat out of any ship? You just flip it over, that way it's capsized. And how do you make an octopus laugh? By giving it 10 tickles. So, which one was your favourite joke? Mine was how do you make an octopus laugh? If you thought they were funny, don't forget to tell them to your family and friends. Well, until next time, that's it from me. Logging off now.
Thanks JokeBot Jr. I love the one, how do you make an octopus laugh? It's so funny, just like being tickled. I wonder, how many of you have photos at different times in your life, such as when you were born, your first birthday, the first day you went to school, or when you went on holiday or did something special? Isn't it great to be able to look back and remember those times and share those snapshots from our life with other people? Today we're going to start looking at snapshots from Jesus' life that will help us learn some important lessons, such as how Jesus can help us and take care of us, how he knows us and can forgive us. I wonder, have you ever had a problem before? Most of us have some kind of problem every day, either big or small. And at other times we get ourselves into trouble, and it's not always our fault, and we don't always do it on purpose. But there are some problems that we can sort out ourselves, but also when we spill a drink, we can get a cloth and clean it up. Or if we get angry at someone, we can go to them and say we are sorry. In our snapshot story today, Jesus' followers had a problem. Not a little problem, not a big problem, but a great big gigantic problem. I wonder, can they sort it out themselves? Do you think they will? Or do they need help? Let's find out. But quickly, before we do, it would be great if you could help Sammy Scribe with the story. Will you do that? Fantastic. All you need to do is act out what's happening in the story as if you were there. Are you ready? Let's begin.
One day, Jesus and his followers got into a boat. He said to them, "Come with me across the lake." And so they started to cross. While they were sailing, Jesus fell asleep. A big storm blew up on the lake. The boat began to fill with water, and they were in danger. The followers went to Jesus and woke him. They said, "Master, Master, we will drown." Jesus got up and gave a command to the wind and the waves. The wind stopped and the lake became calm. Jesus said to his followers, "Where is your faith?" The followers were afraid and amazed. They said to each other, "What kind of man is this? He commands the wind and the water, and they obey him."
Isn't that a great snapshot from Jesus' life? Did the disciples really need to worry while Jesus was there in the boat with them? Well, we'll think more about that in a moment, as it's now time for Make and Do. Hi, and welcome to this week's Make and Do. This week we're going to be making a bottle boat, and there's different ways in which you can do this, so just see what you can find around the house that you can use. So some of the things that I've got here to help me make a bottle boat, I've got it's an old Branston pickle bottle that's going to form the bottom of my boat, the main part of it. I've also got a cane here for a plant. You could use a barbecue skewer or something similar. On our website you can print out our sail sheet for the mast, or you can just design your own and use that. That would be perfectly okay. I've also got some felt tip pens. You could use pencils or crayons to colour the sails in or any part of the boat, but also if you've got them you can use stickers and that as well, so I've got some of those here to make my boat. Some of the tools that you need to make your boat, you don't need a lot. A pair of scissors to cut out the sails and do one or two other bits to help us. I've got some glue as well here. I got some tacky glue. It sticks a bit better than Pritt Stick and sometimes PVA, but again, use what you've got around the house. I've also got some sellotape and a ruler. And so the first thing that I am going to do is I am going to make the sail. So I've got my bit of garden cane here. It's a little bit long for what I need, but I've worked out it needs to be about 12 centimeters long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure that, okay, to about 12 centimeters, and then I'm going to take the scissors and I'm going to cut it and make it that little bit smaller. Okay, so as you can see, it is just the right size now, hopefully. The next thing I'm going to do after I've cut my mast to the right size is I'm going to choose one of these sails. You can have one with a power up kids club design on it, or a power up mini design or you can completely design your own. And so I cut out the sail that I wanted a little bit earlier, and it's got the Power Up Kids Club logo on it. But as I said, you can choose your own sail, a different one. So what I'm going to do next is on the ones that we've put on our website, they've got 2 black dots in the middle, and what we're going to do there is make a hole for the mast to go through. And I'm just going to use a pen to do that. You could use possibly a hole punch or something like that, you might find that easier. So I'm just going to get the tip of the pen and I'm going to put it on the dot and press it through sort of carefully, and I'm just going to twist it around a little bit and push it through sort of very slowly. If you want to, you can just check whether it's the right size or not. This one happens to go through, so I think I've got that one about the right size. And I'm going to do the same for the other hole as well. I'm going to use the point of the pen to make a hole, and again I'm just going to gently twist it and push it through. And so when you've done that, you'll see there are now 2 holes, and I'm going to put the mast through now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go front ways towards the back, and I'm going to push that through, and then I'm going to twist it and put it behind the sail so it comes back through the other end as well. So it should look like that when you have finished. So that is the mast on the sail. You can decorate it if you want. As I said, I've got some stickers. I'm going to put a couple of smiley faces on my sail. So I'm just going to put one there. I've got different sizes here, different size smiley faces or emojis, and I'm going to put them in different places on my sail. And you can use stickers and colouring pens if you want, so make it completely your own. That would be really good. And so I've done a design. All I've done is I've put a smiley face in each corner of the sail around the Power Up Kids Club logo, and so that is the design of my sail. Okay, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get the bottle that's going to be the bottom of the boat, and I'm going to place it down on the surface there. Now, to put my sail in and to stop it falling over, I've got a cotton reel here, an empty one, and you will see that if I put the mast into it, it's just the right size. So look, it can even stand up like that by itself. But obviously if I just put that on the top of the boat, it easily fall off again. So I'm going to use my tacky glue to stick it to the plastic bottle. And this glue hasn't been used for a while, so it's taking a little bit of time to come out. So maybe I'll use both hands to squeeze the glue out onto the bottom of the cotton reel. Again, if you want to decorate the bottom of the boat, you can do that. You can use different materials, do that depending what the bottom of your boat is made of. Again, just do your own design, make it completely your own. And so I am just sticking this cotton wheel to the bottom of the boat, and then once it's stuck in place, I'm going to position the mast into the cotton reel. Okay, it's going to take a few minutes, maybe a bit longer to dry, but just so you can see what it looks like, I'm going to put my mast in the cotton reel now. Okay, and so you can see I've got something here that resembles a little bit like a boat. I've got a few more stickers, so I'm going to place some of these on my boat. Here we go. I've got some pirate stickers here, So I'm going to stick a skull and a crossbones on the side, just like that, sticking it to the side of the bottle. I've got a treasure chest. I'm going to stick that on the side of my boat as well. And again, I'm going to put 3 stickers on each side of my boat. So I'm putting all these pirate stickers on the side of the boat, and hopefully you can see I've done one side there. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm just going to put stickers down the side just to give it a bit of decoration. And again, I will show you what it looks like in just a moment. And so there we go. So I've got pirate stickers on that side and pirate stickers on that side, and on my mast here I've got the Power Up Kids Club logo with some smiley emojis in each corner. But I've got a parrot here, and do you know what, I'm going to put the parrot on the front of my boat, just like that. I don't know if you can see that. And so that is a very simple boat that you can make just using bits that may be lying around your house. We've also put some instructions on our website of how to make a bottle boat, slightly different from the one that I've made, but it looks very similar when it's finished. So have a go, do some junk modelling, make a boat and have some fun. And we're going to do another make and do craft again next week. So until then, goodbye. One thing we liked doing with our children when they were younger was the Lego challenge. We decided what we had to make, then they would build their own design, and we would judge them at the end of the week and sometimes even give away prizes. It was a lot of fun, especially during the holiday times. So if you've got Lego at home, why don't you see if you can build a boat out of Lego before fun time next Thursday? Then, when it's finished, why not take a picture and ask your mum, dad or carer to tag the photo to us at Instagram at PBC Power Up. We would love to see your creations and maybe even feature some of them in next week's Fun Time. Sometimes we get into trouble or have a problem that we can't sort out ourselves, and we need to ask for help. It could be that we need help with our homework, or a bully at school. Maybe it's an illness or something else, and that's okay. There is nothing wrong with asking for help, even when we're in trouble. It doesn't matter how big or how small the problem is, we shouldn't be afraid to ask for help. In today's story, did Jesus' followers, the disciples, need to be afraid when a big storm blew up on the lake? No. Why didn't they need to be afraid? That's right, because Jesus was there with them the whole time. And as we heard, he had power over the wind and waves, which stopped at his command. In the same way, Jesus is with us today, and the Bible tells us that he is with us and is available to help us all the time. Isn't that great news? In the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 13, it says, "Is any one of you in trouble? He should pray." This verse is saying, if you need help or are in trouble, pray. That means talk to God and ask him for help, to know what to do. and to be brave and do the right thing. It doesn't have to be a long prayer. It can be simple. For example, God, please help me. Or something like, Dear God, please help me and show me what to do because I don't know. Thank you. Amen. See, it doesn't have to be a long prayer. God will still hear and listen to us. So, to finish, what can you do if you're in trouble or have a problem? Ask for help and pray. That's right. You can ask someone in your family, a teacher, or a friend for help. But remember, you can always ask God too, anytime and anywhere. Just like he helped the disciples in the storm on the lake, he will help you too and give you peace. Well, that's it from Power Up Online this week. We hope you have had fun with us. Don't forget to check out some of the extra activities on our website this week. Next week is Fun Time at Home, and we've got a special surprise and we'll be emailing more details about that in the next few days. But in the meantime, we hope you have a good rest of the week. Stay safe and goodbye.
My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. In the beginning, God made everything. God simply spoke and the world came to be. He sent a flood and made everything new. He parted the sea and let his people walk through. He helped a boy bring a giant right down. Joshua marched, the walls fell to the ground. These acts of power are worthy of praise. But if you want to question my God and his ways, I'll look you in the eye and say, my God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. Though we are sinners, he still gave us worth. God sent his son to live here on the earth. He healed the sick, he made blind men see. He let the lame walk and he set the world free. He died on a cross and he rose from the grave. He conquered sin, he is mighty to save. He went to heaven and he's coming back. God's word is true, but if it's attacked, I'll look you in the eye and say, my God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. God the Spirit, God the Father, God the Son. 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 1. God the Spirit, God the Father, God the Son. 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 1. I want the world to know about my God. I wanna live so the whole world can see that my heart has changed, I'm forgiven and new. If people need proof, may they see it in me. Let's look the world in the eye. Let's look them in the eye and say, my God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. In the beginning, God made everything. so the whole world can see that my heart has changed, I'm forgiven and new. If people need proof, may they see it in me. Let's look the world in the eye. Let's look them in the eye and say, my God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. I'm not afraid because God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty.